Welcome back. This is the Office XIV Podcast, episode 32. This Lynn clocking in.
This Nas clocking this in.
This feet clocking in.
Yo. This Sticks clocking in.
What up? This shit is clocking in.
We got a special guest today, a very good friend of mine. Years.
A-Lee Real Estate.
Clocking in.
What's going on? Appreciate y'all having me.
Anytime.
So shit, this is your second episode in a row.
Don't do this, man.
You really fretting on your other job?
Bro, you know, my everything up to date. I'm
Now,
good.
what it is, you know, there's no indoor seating, so cage day ain't gonna work outside. Like,
Cage day
ain't gonna
This
work
ain't
outside.
Cold up here,
So you figure it's cold, that metal cold. Shit's wearing a lot of metal. It just ain't gonna work.
So Aunt Shiz work at Woody's.
First of all, ain't shit working. What is y'all working?
Whoa.
I never had cage days.
I had cage day that 1 week.
You do security?
Feet security shit. Feet like
Where your gloves at?
he like Uncle Ruckus in there. He serve food, security, cage.
I do a little bit of it all.
NGTV.
Whatever makes everything work.
COVID money.
I don't work there.
COVID money.
I don't work.
Nas the DJ. Yeah. They call him DJ Nelly.
What's up, man? How was the holiday for everybody with Thanksgiving?
Man, we
Damn, we didn't record since then?
No, we talked about that last one.
We did.
We did?
We talked about Friendsgiving and everything.
Oh man, my bad.
Bro, on the edible.
We recorded right now.
He's still thinking about them oxtails, but I don't blame him.
I had oxtails right after we recorded. Them joints was so fucking good, man.
Yeah, I need some oxtails.
You want to go to the spot after this?
But
Alright.
All right, let's get this iceberg out the way.
you treating?
No.
Let's get this iceberg out the way. All right, fellas, what would you do if your man ex-girl that he loved was a stripper and offered you a dance in a private room in the strip club? You taking it?
Is it my birthday?
Is it her birthday?
We gonna let Ann, you answer first as you together. We gonna let you answer.
That's tough. You said he loved her?
He loved her.
So I'm saying that the good friend in me is saying, yo, you gotta let that, you gotta keep it moving. But more than likely, if I done had a couple drinks in me, I mean, she was doing her job and I just was supporting her.
You gotta support black businesses.
Yeah, man.
She's a black business,
I'm just
so you
saying.
gotta support.
I'm just
Listen, I understand.
Listen,
Would you tell your homie that you got the
nah, that's messy.
No, I would tell him because it's like, yo, I wanted to let you know, like, her well-being, like, she cool. She's talented. She's still being successful. She's still successful.
She moving on without you, brother. She's doing very well for
So
herself.
you taking it too far.
No, I wouldn't do it. I can't. I would get one of her coworkers or something like that. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
Only because, like, if I know my homie loved her, then it's like, damn, like, bro loved her. If it was like just something he hit, then it's a different story.
But I think you gotta find, the question is, like, what's his current situation? Like, he could have loved her, but if he married now, like, it definitely shouldn't matter.
He probably still love her.
He probably still love her.
But I'm saying, but if he married now, he can't be mad.
No, he can
still love her.
He can't be mad.
He can love her.
He can love her.
He can love her still.
I feel like if she trying to bring you in there, then she might have already wanted to, like,
Right.
you know what I mean, do something with you. But if you like a pro star, then it's a little different story. So, still saying no. I'm saying no.
Also, if she approaching you, going.
I'm still saying no.
No, so listen, right? If I go to a restaurant and she a server, I'm supposed to ask for a new server?
That's a different
No,
kind
it's not.
of
It's occupation. She's doing her job. I'm taking that dance. That's occupation.
How far do you stop her though in that private room?
That's what
It depends. Like y'all said, a dance. Like why we going further than a dance?
Where's the champagne room?
I mean, listen, I'm not. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm taking the dance. Right? I'm supporting businesses. It's a job. She was a server. I will still tip her. So now she's just a stripper. I'm a tip.
She just got blindfolded me.
Just shut your eyes, Lynn.
No.
She's gonna get the security guy to come dance.
Don't stop.
You gonna text it to her like, blindfold me.
Well, the security guy gonna dance with shiz? Who you saying was gonna dance for?
Lynn.
Oh.
Lynn would be blindfolded in the champagne room.
Fucking kink, man. No kink shaming. You right. Do your thing, Lynn.
He probably would go to a glory hole.
This episode gonna be crazy already. God.
I don't even know what that is.
I honestly thought we was gonna be on some very positive shit today.
We are.
Okay.
Give the community some information. So.
That's what I thought. Nas on some shit today. I never. Was you drinking?
Yeah, he drinking that.
Oh, what is he drinking?
Tequila.
Okay, all right.
That would make sense.
It all comes together now. Yeah.
Mad 44.
I'm getting the dance.
You should have known she was gonna dance.
He said this shit was
I'm not going front. I'm not going to go no further than that though. But
You ain't gonna touch her? You gonna keep your
I'm
hands
gonna
to
touch
yourself?
her as far as the dance is supposed to be.
You gonna tell her I always wanted you?
No.
You gonna whisper it in her ear, though.
No shit's going too far.
No shit's going too far.
No, so you gonna smooth play.
She's
You
gonna-
hit it with the after she get out, like, oh,
No,
just
that's
need to ride home.
that's
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what Shiz gonna do. Shiz gonna go to the bathroom, take his underwear off, and come back with the sweats. That's what Shiz gonna
You
do.
can't even wear sweatpants in the strip club.
For real?
Yeah, they outlawed this.
That's
shit,
a
bro.
rule.
That's
Yeah, you can't wear
crazy.
That's
sweatpants.
y'all all tried that shit before. I never knew that was a rule.
I did that when I tried to go in.
I've probably been to 4 strip clubs my whole life. I don't really like it.
Well, up here, I knew like a few
Y'all
that
some
you
fucking
couldn't get in there
freaks.
with sweatpants.
But I mean,
tried.
I get though, you can't go serve
Can you
people
wear
say
ball?
you're athletic.
Nah, see,
work.
that's
Oh,
y'all go
you
to
can't
nice
wear
strip
athletic
clubs.
shit.
That's why. See, y'all go to nice strip
Now
clubs.
you go to a hole in the wall, Joe. You can
Wear what you want.
Oh, the hole in the wall joint with the robe on. They ain't fucking
Once you paid that
No,
fee,
you paid that $20 entry fee. You
they don't
go
even
in.
care if you tip once you pay to get in the strip club. They leave that shit for them. You gotta get your money.
That's their problem.
Nah, them hood Jones, they vicious. They make sure they get their money.
Listen, they will harass you. I remember I went to one down the block from Coops before. Right on, what's that, 5th and Wyoming?
Yeah, on the corner.
I went there years ago. I was probably like 21, dog. I walked in that joint. First of all, the chicks was hit. And they was so fucking aggressive, man. Like, I'm like, I don't want no. She like, well, what you willing to pay for? I'm like, oh.
Damn.
Like, thing is, you only been in there for 5 minutes.
Right, I said,
What
wow.
you
They're
up to it for?
like, it's a room in the back. I'm like, Jesus. How many of y'all can I get for $40? It's like, 1, 2.
Yeah, did you go back there?
How many times?
No, I didn't go back there. No. I didn't. I was
Try to act like he ain't like
nah.
that.
At that time, man, I was extremely a gentleman, man. I ain't drink or nothing.
I got you.
When I was 21, I didn't drink. I didn't start drinking until I was
This
23.
before or after Ed?
Before it. Before it.
It's like the
Like the Bible, right?
Is this BE?
This ain't Air Max, Nike, Trek.
No, man. This before I was a sad. I was a great guy back then. Man.
This still that was I'm paying.
This I don't know what Ed was into at that moment. I don't know.
Ed didn't even know what Ed was into.
Exactly. Ed still don't know what Ed is into.
If bell bottom pants Ed was what, like 25? What was he wearing? Like 25?
Bell bottom. Wow, that was probably what? Len, what year was that, Len? Where's all that Vingo?
16 maybe?
No, I ain't had no beard. It had to be before that.
That was a 16.
That probably had to be like 13.
That's like 13 or 12.
It was Resign. They just posted.
No. Now we talking about another situation now. Shit, 21. That was, I don't know.
No, that was like pre, like
Yeah,
that was before
8, 9.
Instagram. Because you
No,
posted.
No, Instagram was around.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I think Instagram had
Facebook.
Instagram was at that point. Instagram, everybody thought Instagram was an app for photo filters. Remember when we first got on Instagram, I thought it was I thought it was for filters.
Because they really didn't have like a feed, really.
No,
Right.
no.
Right.
Yeah,
All right, let's get this other one. This is a grown-up question, but just to see what y'all do. What would you get first, a crib or a car?
I'm going crib.
You going crib?
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, you buy your crib, you can take money out against it to do what you need to do if you need to do something else. So I would go crib for sure.
You answer last. Go ahead, shit. What you doing?
I think it depends on your situation. Especially if you got a current place where you able to stay and stack some bread up, then I would probably get the car out of the way. Because once you start paying for the house, like as far as like, if you're paying rent or whatever, it's going to probably be harder to stack up bread to get the car. So if you could knock out a car for a few stacks or whatever and get that out of the way, then I feel like you can roll with the crowd. It's situation based. If you really need somewhere to go, then hell yeah, get the crib. But That's pretty much.
What about you, Fee?
You know, if he get in the car.
No, but it all depends on how old you
Lemon
are.
King.
Right now,
He's Lemon King.
Huh?
if you had to pick right there, you ain't have neither one.
Oh, I'm getting the crib.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, we're just all financial literate. But you talking about being younger is like,
I'm thinking like 20,
yeah, you
20,
still in 20, you don't
yeah.
care in the world.
So that was what I say. I think you ain't get like all the detail to the question, like, 'cause it's tough.
It is at this point because I look at it like at this stage of my life, how I work and where I work, I could work anywhere from Wilmington to Lancaster. I'm getting a car because I can't. A lot of times working there, you can't. Depending on your shift, you can't catch that.
Public
You can't take public transportation there. You know what I mean? So I would get the car and then stack up, work, whatever it may be. I ain't got to get an expensive car. I get a car to get me back and forth to work to stack my bread. And then
That's why I said a few
Get a
steps and then get the crib.
Get a
yeah,
car.
it depends on your situation. So if it was like younger, I'm getting a car first. I ain't gonna lie to you. But when I know what I know now, I would get the house.
You get the house first.
You know what I
We
mean?
talking about buying, right? Buying the house, not renting.
Yeah, buying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm not in the crib first.
Yeah,
sure.
Give me a lemon and an insecure girl with a nice house.
And you in there.
Live in there.
It's your girl.
It's cool, Fee. I'll be with you, man. Give me the lemon, and you know what I'm saying, I can just rock out a few nights. You know what I'm saying? Stay with my mama.
Stay with mama.
That be half the wolves I be beefing with the tenants. Is always the dude that he not on the lease, but he stay at the crib.
Yeah.
He got to complain about something.
So
Stop calling me for it. Nothing to do with this situation.
So now you a special.
My thing is this: I probably ain't have a car since 2011. I ain't have a car since 2011. I get anywhere the fuck I need to go.
Well, now you got Toro,
Not even that. Uber, Lyft,
Uber, yeah.
Nas, Lynn, Feet. I'm good. Those are the 5 apps. So I'm at Lyft, Uber, Nas, Lynn, Feet. They're all apps, man.
So what's up, man? You special. What should somebody do first?
So that's why I said it's tough. So I mean, like, but in general, like, buy the house first. The same day you buy the house, go get you a car, because the house isn't on your credit yet. So you still can afford if you want the BMW or something crazy.
Gotcha.
The house ain't on your
Car inquiry comes on.
Yeah. So same day, just go to the dealer on Monday, go to settlement on Friday, pick out what you want. So as soon as you go to settlement, you got the keys, go get the car. You're having a whole lot of celebration that weekend.
Never thought about that.
I ain't even think about that. That's damn.
See y'all come in.
Yeah.
Y'all step into the office, get some
on
jewelry.
Saturday with the new lemon because I'm gonna have so much company.
Listen, you ain't got to buy nothing, get the house warming. That's all you get.
But I do like what you saying, like, yo, don't go all out and get the crazy will, because I mean, man, you got them bills from the house you're not used to paying.
Right.
So that's why, like, I literally just came across this thing, like, half the shit I've been taught half my life is all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, save money, get a car, get a house, like, get a job, like, not that it's bad, but like, we live in a different time where like that shit don't apply. Like, your credit cards you can make money off now. Like, you not having a car, you're absolutely right. You don't need a car to do half the things. It's convenient.
You
Just
can
make
make money
money
off
for it.
of your life insurance.
Exactly. Like, especially if you got homies that's out here doing nut shit. Like,
No, not off their like off your own life insurance. No. That's a different.
What you mean? You mean take money out?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know how much money you get. Life insurance policy on your homies.
It depends on which life insurance policy
so whole
you
life.
have.
That's what I'm saying. My whole life.
Whole life.
So my play in life has been, even if I don't say I'm not successful in real estate, but I have enough life insurance between whole life, term life, that my family and myself, we be straight.
Right.
So like, literally anybody in this room could be a millionaire just off life insurance.
But the thing is, growing up in our community, we wasn't taught that.
No,
We wasn't taught that. Like,
Right.
Our parents didn't know that.
Right. They
You know
had
what I mean?
that John from the commercial for $10,000.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
The bird grandma real quick.
Right. Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
literally all the money you left.
So, in the debt, in their debt.
You trying to cut corners, getting Tammy to cook.
Yeah.
She crying inside the fry.
Shit sorry as hell.
You
gotta return the casket.
Once you put on the dirt, what you need it for?
It's bad, man.
Bro, you probably start business? We get Rent-Em-Caskets.
Rent-Em-Caskets.
It's crazy.
I got $5
right now.
for it.
We'll be on fire.
Yeah, we I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take that out the podcast.
So nobody take that idea.
Yeah, we're gonna take that.
Let me send it to management.
Rent-Em-Caskets.
So what's up, man? Tell everybody what you do.
So I'm a licensed agent. I've been doing this since 2012, and I'm also an investor, author. I started out like I bought my first house using the first-time homebuyer loan, the duplex. Short version of it is I basically $4,000 down got me a house. I moved out of that house after a year, and then my mortgage was only $600, but duplex. First floor tenant paid $600. That's the mortgage. Second floor tenant paid $700. From here it was like, why everybody don't do this?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I could get this every month till the tenant on the first floor stopped paying, then flooded my bathroom, and then threatened me and all this other stuff. So like that was like, all right. So it's not always cracked up to be, but it's still worth it because I still got the building. Like, that's why I argue with tenants. Like, you can be homeless, I still got the house. You know what I mean? So like from there, it was like, all right, so you start buying a couple of houses, be a realtor. I sell houses to people. It's my primary business, my day to day. I tell people helping first-time home buyers. So whether you want to be a first-time home investor, whether you want to be just get a house for yourself. Like you were saying earlier, most people don't learn home ownership. Grandma's the only person in the family with a house.
Right. Her mom left it to her.
Right. Well, either her mom left it to her, however it went, but now you probably living it with your mom.
Right.
Not you, but the situation. So it's like my goal is to tell all my friends and family, like, yo, it's crazy. It's really not that hard. Like, if you could buy a car, you could buy a house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's really not that hard. You just got to prioritize and figure out what you're willing to sacrifice to get you to that goal. And after the first house, it's really off to the races. So it's like I wasn't born with a lot of money. I still don't have a lot of money. I tell people I'm cash poor all the time. But my credit is always intact. So if you got your credit intact, like I can show you all kind of ways to use credit cards, your job money, use your 401k for a down payment, and we go buy a house tomorrow as long as we can get you pre-approved.
Right. Credit is a lot.
Game changer.
Yeah. A lot of people think, coming from the streets, a lot of people think that cash is a lot, but cash ain't really king. Credit is really king.
So again, that go with just our community in general. We was taught a lot of stuff that is
Backwards.
survival mode. I really like that's my key to everything. Like we've been so conditioned to survive.
I feel like you gotta unlearn certain stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But and even like the stuff they teach us in school, like they teaching us how to be productive to survive. Like you want to do the right thing so you get a check. Nah, like if I fucking don't like my boss, I want to tell him how I feel, and we can agree to disagree, and I still make my money.
Right.
But you just take that same concept with not paying taxes, not having decent credit, keeping the money under the mattress. It'd take me damn near 10 years to save $1 million, just say in the perfect world. But because my credit is good, I can walk in the bank right now and get $1 million line of credit if I'm in position.
Mm-hmm.
And most people don't know, like you having a 9 to 5, you're in a way better position than a nigga that's hustling on the block and can go so much further. But again, we always chasing that dollar for today.
Right.
So like I just told my man earlier today, like, yo, I don't want to do nothing no more, like not just using this as terms, like I know I can make 200 a day. I'd rather skip that opportunity to make 200 a day if I know I'm gonna make 1,000 30 days from now.
Gotcha.
Like give it to me at once and give it to me when it's gonna keep coming versus I gotta keep doing hand-to-hand transactions, doing these little small deals just to survive.
Right.
Because I'm like COVID, if it taught us anything, we won't survive, we won't live. Like, and that's the crazy thing. So like, yo, just be patient and figure it out. Like, where are you trying to go with this?
COVID, I think COVID, it's like, you want to talk about it, but it's like, it's pros and cons to it too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it taught us how to survive. It taught you how to get over a lot of things fast. Yeah, a lot of people started businesses this year during the pandemic and doing very well in the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, it made you more thankful for the people you had. Like that's one of the things is you're more thankful for people. You see people dying left and right from this. You know what I mean? So you're thankful for that. And then it also, like you said, it taught you how to survive. Because for a while we didn't know we was gonna be outside. You look forward to going to the market.
Not only survive, but it taught you how to use your brain and use other things like tools that you have around you in the house. People coming up with all types of ideas, like damn, that is a great idea that they doing. Like they started a business, you know what I mean? So one thing COVID taught us was how to survive the right way. You know what I mean? Not just
So let's not. I'm gonna say not say survive. It taught us how to prepare.
Okay.
And plan.
Right.
Because we try and get out of it. Like black people, we can't survive no more.
Right.
We plan it and we execute, and that's it.
So,
go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask you, like, with COVID and then overall, what's the best thing about being a landlord and what's the worst part about being a landlord?
So the best thing is, most people don't know, your tenant could not pay rent right now and get the government to pay it for 6 months in a clip. So you could not pay me. I just need you to fill out this form, and I'm gonna send it to the government, and then they're gonna pay the rent for you.
Directly.
Yeah, they fill that for mortgage too.
Every month, or just they gonna give you a
So
6-month check?
They give you, so they cut it in increments. So
Oh.
so the first joint I got, one of them was for 3 months, and then another joint I just got, that was for 6 months. So it depends on what the tenant get approved for.
Sure, I would just give all my tenants a copy of it.
But that's what, again, that mindset of, I'm always trying to get over it. So niggas is like, oh, I ain't filling out for no assistance, but you're not gonna pay me. Oh, I don't got paid because of COVID. Who said that? So
You just running up.
Clear that up right now. Do not gotta pay.
So you have to pay. So the messed up thing is, as a landlord, landlord tenant court is open, by the way. Let me say it again. It is open. However, they giving tenants so many loopholes to get out of it. Like literally, I can tell my tenant, yo, I need you to fill out this COVID form to say you were, affected by COVID financially. If I don't give that to you, I can't evict you. With one piece of paper, and that's nationwide. However, if you a cool tenant, even if you're up on your rent, you can fill out the form and say you didn't pay, and I can get you the subsidy, so now your rent can be paid in advance. Up to 6 months. Like,
And you can just take your rent.
Nice little cushion.
And then you ain't even got to rent from me no more. You
Yeah,
can buy your own.
Or buy the house from me.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, but like people be in that mindset, like, yo, I'm trying to get over it. Like, there's always all these games. Like, there's no need to do that. Like, the thing is, at the end of the day, again, whether they take I tell my tenant, like, they talk that stuff to me, like, yo, they can take the house. You know, I still got a house to live in. Where you and your kids gonna go? Why you gotta talk to me like that? Like, what you mean why I gotta talk to you like that? You talking to me about not paying me? Like, you tough. Like, you tough and homeless. Like, no, it don't work like that, dog.
What's like a bad experience like with being a landlord?
So it really just is managing the people. So it's like, I basically not gotta kiss your ass, but like, we gotta be on good terms because like, I got a tenant now, she's on Section 8. She got a 3-bedroom house. Like, her rent is $600 a month. Section 8 pay the rest. She get mad at me for whatever reason. Now she don't want to pay. She like, I don't got paid because this is wrong, that's wrong. No, it's not. That's not what that means. If you pay me, I'll fix it. If you don't pay me, I'm not fixing it. You know what I mean? So like I would say like overall the biggest thing is just dealing with all them personalities, and just I don't know, just really just the personalities and the egos, or trying to control my ego rather. Because you know what it is, it's like, yo, who you talking to type sound? Like, at the end of the day, I'm a man.
It's all customer service.
Yeah, and then I'm kind of messed up now. Like, my dad, and I got two boys, so it's like I'm trying to lead, for example, for them. So I can't, I got to also keep in mind what I show them, they take on. So, I mean, like, you say the wrong thing to me on the wrong day, I'm really mad at them because of the kid. But now I'm going off the wall because I can't do nothing to them. But, you know what I mean? So it's just like really just trying to keep that check and balance. That's all.
Do you screen your own tenants? You have somebody else do it for you?
Not so. Again, learning the wrong thing. So I was taught save all your money, do everything yourself. Be the contractor, be the landlord, be the maintenance man. Like all the dudes that's really getting it, all they do is set the play up and let everybody else eat. They eat, you eat. It's cool. So now I do get my own tenants because like I'm in the game so much now. Like people always coming to me, so it's easy to fill my spots. But I screen. Anybody can screen. You don't got $40.
Yeah,
It's just a little website, right?
So TransUnion Tenant Smart Move. Anybody that own a property can have that account to at least do the background check. And I mean, but I say, for me personally, you gotta know yourself. Everybody's not built to, because like I'm a personal person. So like if I like you, I might let certain things slide. But now that's messing my money up. But if you keep it to a business, like you late 1 week, you got a late fee. You late 2 weeks, I start the eviction. No right.
You ever had a bad business with like a friend or family?
Yes. Yeah.
All the time, huh?
So not all the time, so it's tough. So I rented out a spot for like some people I knew, and because they knew me, they couldn't pay the rent, so they moved. Like, y'all was on your spot for like a month. Like, I spent all this money to get this joint up and running, and now y'all leaving. Like,
So they never paid the rent, they just moved.
Did they tell you?
yeah, no, they told me like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out for us. What?
You ain't walking on the Will Smith shit like the last
You know what I mean? Like that. What else? And I had another spot. Like I listened to my homie, one of my old heads again. He got a little chick. He like, yo, just rent. She good. If she don't pay, I'm gonna pay. This nigga get locked up. she stopped paying, and she got somebody living in the basement she renting to.
Whoa.
I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. So now I try to make it where like it ain't. I don't want to know you. I don't want to have no ties to you because then you're gonna talk about me when I get ill with you. So it's like, yo, why is he? I'm not like that with everybody. It's just when you get out of pocket, now I gotta get like that.
So, a question that we asked before we was recording.
Go ahead. You want to ask it?
Landlord Chronicles.
Yes, has a male or female.
Hey, take his mic.
I gotta ask. No. You can say no. You can say no. It's a simple question. You can say no.
But six, nothing is simple.
So
I want you to know that.
So no.
I didn't even ask it.
So no.
I didn't even ask it.
But to the other part, so I done had tenants that.
Let me ask the question so they know what you answering. I gotta ask the question. They need to know what you about to answer, man. Has a male? Look, come on.
Right. Perfect big ass bitch in the water.
Right. Has a male or female ever offered to pay their rent with a sexual favor? And we know no to the male. Let's get it out of the way. He was highly offended. I don't feel like. What was the other category?
Go ahead, answer the question.
Shit, man, you on some shit, man. I know where you was trying to go. Shit, I got your back today, bro.
That's rare.
So the tenant question, so like tenants do try to, go a little to the left. So I had tenants that like they lesbians, but then one of the lesbians like, if I had a chance, I see what's up with you, like. What? Like, your dude girl is upstairs. Like,
your dude girl.
Like that, and then like I had an incident before. Like the chick like, yo, I'm locked out the crib, but it's like 9 o'clock at night. Like we locked out the house. And again, because I want to be the maintenance man and everything, but I literally laid in bed with my girl at the time. Not my wife, but my girl. So I go over there though, and her shit is like undone. I'm like, what the? Like,
on the porch?
Yeah. Like
she might have had a robe, but she couldn't find the string.
No, she had like the jeans with the unbuttoned and then like the shirt like open. I'm like, all right, but I can tell she on though. So I open the door, go in the crib, like you find your keys, like you cool, and she hit me with the like. I think I know where my keys are. Like look over the back at it type time. Like, can you help me? Like I just left my house. My girl knows I'm supposed to come back. Like. You out of pocket. I gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, right.
And then I got a tenant now though. The same lady I'm telling, Section 8 lady, yo. She older though. Talk about an older lady, like drink still reserve, St. Eyes. Like during the day type time, like got the
skirt on. She got the skirt on the St. Eyes, the brown bag.
No, she got the little coaster for the table for the strong. She a lady. That's what she a lady.
She wanna be Sinead.
She gonna be Sinead.
But she got this eye, like no woke. She got this eye. That shit be bad. And they like a nice color. That's the messed up thing. But the one joint be like, and like she slapped my ass 2 weeks ago. Like we was in there talking again about the rent. So I go in, but I normally stay by the door. This time I went in. So like rule of thumb, if you're a landlord, always stay by the door. Keep the door open. You don't know if somebody coming or you need to run out. But I go inside because she like it's on the table. I bend over to go get it. She like, damn, that's a fat ass. I'm like, don't touch me. Like,
All women be creeps.
Yo,
I'm telling you.
You gotta turn your horny there.
She told me last year because when she drinks, she just go crazy. She was like, I ain't been with a man in 4 years. She was like, you always giving me attitude, but you could get it. Like.
Look, give her shiz now.
She gonna
shiz mom. She gonna dress up.
When you see this lady, you gonna be like,
shiz ain't got no filter.
She gonna trap you in the curly next time you go in there.
So we all probably work with anybody trying to pay y'all with sex, like at a job or something like that.
Not at work.
TVs.
No, I get little flirtatious shit like after like things.
You're not gonna tell the story? The one you just told us like 2 weeks ago?
Which one?
That's a repeat client. I don't want to bring that up.
The funny thing is though, he could do that to Stitch. He would. He was saying that shit on air, right? This thing, so I tell you, bro, you know we'll fuck with that nigga like that.
I might have had a prostitute or two with a couple girls while they get locked up, say some bullshit to me.
Oh, when you was a cop?
Yeah.
I'm talking about as a teenager.
Yeah, I'm just talking about both any occupation. But no, I never indulged. Probably should have now at this point.
Think nobody trying to offer to get on the train.
I don't work on trains, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't work on trains. I'm a chef. Have I ever had anybody try to pay me for anything in vagina?
Clarify that.
Yeah. See, you wasn't that good. You smart with the houses. You were smart with this podcast shit. Nah, I don't really do nothing like that. You know what I mean? I don't really do shit that I would get paid for.
I feel like the social work shit, when we was like doing that DHS shit, the moms would definitely, they'd flirt with you, they'd come at you, they try to do shit to get their case closed out or whatever the situation is. Like, even shit when the case closed out, like, all right, this case closed, X, Y, Z, you had like your little exit interview, this is the last time to see you, and they hit you with some shit like, well, this case closed, so now what? Like, you ain't my worker no more, right? Like,
can we go out?
You know what I mean? They try to hit you like, miss,
sweetheart, we just went through.
Like, all this to get you like that.
I know.
You think I want that?
Issue you got, like.
And then the mom with the roach, you see the roach crawling up the wall. And she be trying to look all sexy. I used to do social work too. Like, lady, what?
They figure you seen all that, so you'd have seen the worst of them at that point, so they're like, fuck it. That's bad, though.
When I worked for Comcast, I had like girls contact my phone. Like that's what I said. Older women are like the creepiest. Like they like definitely got to turn their horny down.
They straightforward with it. Yeah,
they got nothing to lose.
I'm just saying they got to turn their horny down, no matter if they straightforward or not. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, like you married? Yes, Miss Pearly with that mustache. I'm definitely married. I ain't never been married a day in my life. But yes, to you, I'm married. She wouldn't let you have a second wife? No.
Nah, in your case.
No, I'm not. I will be able to see.
So when you was doing cable and nobody tried to throw the pussy at you?
All the time.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
All the time. That's what I'm saying. That's my perfect content.
The best thing about that, though, they paid for the services rendered already before he got it.
Yeah,
that's supposed to free.
It's going to Comcast though. It's not going to him.
But I'm saying, like, he get to pay. He's still paying for free.
Yeah.
So he's technically getting overtime then.
Yeah, that's technically like that's different. Like it's not somebody like
that's just a happy ending for his job.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Well, perfect.
For my services.
Right. Oh, thank you. So, all right. So the time that you did do this, did you drink their kids Capri Sun? Like, or you?
How I did what?
You fucked it. Never mind.
He said like the kind of boy that'll like be doing your wedding toast and then it's no longer get married and shit.
I can't wait. I'm gonna bring up everything that you
remember that shit on The Hangover. He was like. He was married once before. It was a horror. Everybody around the table was like, fuck.
So we gonna let so basically how can somebody No, I did say I said it was the same thing. I said we like the parents. Like when they try to get their kids back and they were like
parents.
You know what? Does when I used to be on the block, does that count?
He said the
like
parents.
When the smokers were trying to throw it.
You got smokers?
I never took it down. The smokers were trying to throw it though.
Chester, though.
I ain't never taken it down. I do not lie on this podcast though. I tell the 100% truth.
Did you keep that list that when the parents try to they be trying to trick you?
This is why I gotta ask these questions. Yeah, you see, right? This is why you gotta ask.
I was slipping.
Like, yo, trying to run down on my wife with me.
Listen,
we just want our family back.
You trying to run down on her with me, or we gonna run down on you?
Either way, we just want the family.
Either way, somebody getting into it.
Somebody getting hit tonight. Somebody's gonna get
I don't know who it is.
So what's up, man? How can somebody get a real estate?
Woo! I don't know at this point. It's hard right now?
Yeah. No. So, easiest way to get into real estate, honestly, is well, it depends. If you're talking about you want to be in sales, like you just take the class online to be a realtor. I tell people like, yo, like I failed my test 8 times before I passed it. So like, there ain't gotta be no rocket science. You just gotta keep trying to take the test.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but if you want to do like investments, like literally just get your credit score up. Anything of 640 or above, and like save $10,000 or more, you got options.
Okay. I got a question for you. So, what would you advise somebody to buy as their first house? A single family dwelling or like
A duplex.
duplex?
So it's it's circumstance, but ideally you want to buy the duplex.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're still not in a bad position because I could buy a single, like I could buy a single family house today.
And make it rooms.
No, not even just making rooms, but so not making rooms, but just say you lived in it, you and your family comfortably, and you just 5 years from now, you know, Philly, like it's crazy. West Philly, Southwest, like that house was $70,000, now it's $200,000 now. You know what I mean? So you got enough money to sell that house, go buy your new house, or buy 2 houses depending on what your situation is.
Mm-hmm.
But ideally, if I was a young person, like going back, definitely, again, buy a duplex. You know what I mean? You're gonna make them, you can live for free, so now you still got enough money for your car and the chicks, or enough money to save up another down payment and go buy another crib real quick.
You know what I think is a problem with us as like people, like, I mean, we're really doing well, but I think we get stuck.
You good?
Well, I'm Panamanian, but like I think we get stuck in getting ourselves to a good level of degree, buy that big house, and live for 40 years and retire. Like that's the ultimate goal. Was like you could do so, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so, but that's what I'm saying. Like we was taught because it was.
We couldn't buy
our parents couldn't buy, and it was survival. So it was like you get a house to lay your foundation. Like you good from there. Like nah, like same thing with cars. Like I don't think. Depending on your situation, like why you need to buy a car and have a car note? Like buy a lease. You're gonna switch cars every 3-4 years. You're gonna I done moved probably since that duplex one. I think I done moved like 4 times. Like my wife now, she's like I lived in the same house my whole life. I'm like, but we're not doing that, babe. Like no, like there's nothing wrong with that, but we wanna as we grow, our situation gonna grow. You know what I mean? So like you saying like nah, like you can have 6 houses, like you can have hundreds of mortgages. Like I literally know cats that got 100 cribs and damn near 80 mortgages, and they getting paid by other people.
I watched this thing with Beyonce dad. So you know he got hella paper.
Okay.
So they was asking him like, why doesn't he have like $1 million home? He was like, I have millions of dollars of real estate, but I run a condo downtown.
Keep it moving.
He was like, I don't know what I want to do in the next couple of years. Like I'm retired, I'm rich. I don't need to spend $8 million. Then on top of that, when I'm ready to get rid of this $8 million, who the fuck's gonna buy my $8 million? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, like 50 Cent crib that joined UConn and still got it. I mean,
he donated. He donated it because nobody wanted to buy it.
Right, it was so crazy and elaborate.
Yeah, that was a tax write-off.
Yeah, I mean he had to do something because it was a money pit.
Right.
It cost like $1 million a year to run. No, he wasn't living in it. It used to be Mike crib.
Right, Mike Tyson.
Dang.
But like you said, to your point, like it's cool. Like and even I tell people it's also okay to rent if you have an end goal in mind. But don't just be out here like I love my tenants to death, but like some of my tenants been with me for 4 or 5 years, if not more. Like you know, we don't have no beef, we don't have no complaints, but it's like at some point, don't you want something on your own? Like don't you get tired of calling me when something go wrong? You know what I mean? Like you should want to be able to do that for yourself, kind of thing.
A lot of people scared. Well, not scared, but I think a lot of people are more comfortable with just paying this even and anything go wrong.
It's somebody else's responsibility.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, once you become a homeowner, you could buy a home today, the fucking fridge could go tomorrow, and you bought the home yesterday, so guess who buying the fridge today?
Well, that's when it's my fault. As the realtor, they always call me and tell me it's my fault. Like,
you ain't know this fridge was going to go tomorrow?
That the home inspection, that was in the home inspection. No, it was not. Like, it's part of the game, but the benefit is, again, you're just going to put that in your tax write-off at the end of the year for your household expenses, which is cool. And most of the time, for real, the stuff that go wrong is not even that deep. So, like, the cool thing is for your plumbing, they got a warranty system now with the city. You pay $7 a month and it covers your plumbing line. So if that thing go wrong, $2,000, $3,000, the city cover it.
Right.
You just need to get the warranty. Then for the home, you get a home warranty for a year. You pay $400, but it covers the electric, the heat, the plumbing, and the appliances in the crib.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, you got
I see a lot of people don't know it. Yeah, parts and labor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
people don't know that.
Yeah, when you get the appliances, but if you get an older crib and it don't got the parts and labor warranty, just get the one home warranty. It cover everything in the crib, but the roof. Don't cover the roof. The roof you on your own.
But even now, though, I mean, you got so many people doing roofing and they do nice work, you can get a reasonable price
Right.
to get your roof done over.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not bad to own a home. I feel like, me personally, it's like, I look at it as investment anyway. I would look at it as investment. You get the home, you don't want to stay there for long, like you said, you can sell it or you can rent it out.
Rent it out.
Then you go somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean? It depends on your situation and what you want to do. I feel like just buying a home, staying there forever is like, that's being stagnant. That's how I look at it.
Right.
I ain't trying to be stagnant.
Right. I know for me, I'm more so just, I'm waiting until I'm in position because I want to be at peace kind of thing.
Mhm.
So like when I do that forever home kind of thing,
Right.
it got to be like, yo, we good. Like
Mhm.
this is it right here.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ways away. You don't want to drive to Philly, you know what I mean? That's
Right.
gonna be the thing. Like,
Right. Or the condo situation because it's the same.
That don't
like,
sound, that ain't bad.
I want the gym in the crib. I want
Yeah.
the snow to be taken care of.
Park in the garage.
the boy Mike Jarrett from Good Day Philadelphia, he got COVID. He went on vacation, so he posted a picture from his dining room table with like the heated, electric thermometer.
Mm-hmm.
He must live next to God. I don't know what kind of he in Philly. This shit was so high. I was like, damn, like what's his salary like?
He live in the Lowe's probably. Or
Yeah,
something.
probably
Yeah.
so. Like his view was sick. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind spending 14 days in this motherfucker.
But like that's what I admire y'all. Like y'all travel, like y'all go places. So like once you start going places, like a lot of people don't leave the surrounding area of just say Lancaster Ave, Woodland Ave.
Mm.
So you don't even know like all that stuff exists.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of people never even been out of Philadelphia. Or South Philadelphia. Real
That's
shit.
crazy.
West Philadelphia, North.
No, I hear that. I've been hearing that about
Real
certain
shit.
like
A lot
certain
of people
hoods.
have it. And
First
they don't
motherfuckers
know.
want is Delaware.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I can dig
Or
like,
Atlantic City.
how you scared to get on a plane, but there's really no reason why you can't get anywhere else, anywhere you want to go. Like, you know what I mean? Some people just can't. Some people can't get 30,000 feet in the air and just be chilling. Like, I could dig it. It took. Any of y'all don't be scared sometimes that plane shake a little bit?
Nah, so I'm not a flyer. So
I
I'm
don't
like,
get scared.
I mean, because at the end of the day, you're going to die regardless.
That's
It's gonna go down,
it is what it is.
what's the point of the
You got more chance of
seatbelt?
being in a car accident than
For
in a
sure.
plane.
I've been in
see, I done
several car
survived some
accidents.
cars.
I don't want to hear that side.
But
It's
I
some
said,
bullshit.
I don't know nobody that survived the plane crash.
You gonna hit us with that Albert Einstein bullshit? Like,
My thing is, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can't do shit in that air but just roll with the punches. So.
But even a car accident, that shit happen, it's gonna happen. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you rolled over and
car
survived.
accidents, yeah, shit, it wasn't my bad.
So I got I don't know if y'all I don't know if
You
everybody's
seen
seen
that
it.
in there like you rolled over.
I don't know if everybody's seen it. So this past, I think, a few days ago was a black-owned restaurant, True Kitchen in Dallas.
okay.
So
Twerking.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
twerking.
yeah,
So
okay.
a lot of people didn't see all of it or didn't know the whole backstory. They just seen the video of the owner cursing and saying, you know, you could leave my stash, whatever it may be. So the thing is, it says some woman started twerking in an upscale black-owned restaurant in Dallas called True Kitchen. The owner initially approached the table of women and politely asked them to stop the ratchetness. 10 minutes later, one of the women got up on the table and chairs, leaned on the glass which could have broken and resulted in a lawsuit against the establishment, started twerking again, which was very disrespectful to the owner. So out of frustration, the owner made an aggressive announcement to the entire restaurant. So I don't know if all the listeners seen it, maybe they have, but I'm gonna try to play it so everybody can hear it. Give me a second. Look at this. Oh shit, my bad, y'all.
He want to twerk.
You want to twerk? You like so, especially twerking.
Playing twerking music right now.
Go on.
So there was a lot of back and forth on social media about about the announcement that he made. So how do y'all feel? Do y'all agree with him? Like we could go one at a time. I can start with you, being though you do have a business basically.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how do you feel about that?
I mean, I respect what he did, because at the same token, like, yo, what if I was there with my family, my kids and whatnot, like, yo, y'all just shaking your ass on the chicken and waffles. Like, come on.
Right.
I mean, like, I'm trying to focus on the family, and my wife sitting right here, y'all just shaking that shit, like, can I look at it? Is it good? Like, I mean,
That is fact.
yeah.
You gotta look at her like that. Look how she did it. Look at that.
And look, man, but you know, crazy. My wife would tell you like, yeah, look at them, they tripping. I'll be like, baby, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that from the business standpoint, like, yeah, I mean, he got a good situation. Like, you know, he not trying to mess his name up to make it. He wants y'all to enjoy yourselves, but you also gotta know it's the time and place to go. You know what I mean? Go all the way to the other side. Like, that wasn't the time and place.
I don't feel like he wrong. Maybe his delivery with the way he might have worded, or the way he came off might not have been as, customer service friendly. But I feel like he was right by what he was saying, in my opinion. If you come in there, especially because he asked him multiple times. That's the big thing to me. He asked him multiple times to stop. Like, this ain't what I want you to do. This and that, can you please stop? And then it's like, basically you saying fuck me at that point. So it's like, he's just snapped out. But I feel like they definitely wrong for continuing to do it. Like you said, it could have been a family situation. It could have been kids, people that were their grandparents. You don't know what it was. So, he also, another thing though, it seemed like, I don't know if the people he was yelling at, was that like a DJ or something?
No, he told DJ to stop the music so he can make the announcement. He was yelling at a group of females at the table.
Yeah, but I'm saying when he said to stop the music, I guess when you got that type of music, you kind of do open the door for certain stuff, but I also don't feel like that's an excuse to just
I think
lose
that's
your
childish to
control.
blame music.
Yeah, like it's not an excuse to lose control over, what you're doing. He trying to have a nice establishment. I feel like you should just respect that environment. I don't feel like he's wrong for that.
So I'm gonna just throw it at you, like, so it's tough because we always say like, yo, we don't, like, just say Philly. We don't have no spots in Philly like that place per se. But then, like, that's the reason why we don't have spots, because we would have stuff like that all the time. And so I say it's tough because you damned if you do, damned if you don't. I
look at it like the Joe, what was that, Vesper downtown?
Some of the pool drink.
No, not the pool drink. Is another. It was like a club. Like
Okay.
They serve food and shit. So like when you looked on Instagram, that was always like the atmosphere there. But I look at it, he's like, I just want upscale. Like, you come listen to good music because this is our culture.
Right.
How many times we say, Vic, like, I don't even want to go in there. They don't play our music. Not that I want to see. Not that I want to see people, women shaking their ass. I just want to go there, eat, chill, vibe, talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's I'm assuming that's the kind of environment he wants, which is respectful. Which you got to be respectful. If I come talk to you multiple times and say, ask you, don't lean on the glass. You ain't got, it's families in here. Can you stop twerking? And I may get criticized for this statement I'm about to make. I'm tired of seeing my black women shake their ass everywhere they go. It's getting old to me. I'm just tired of it everywhere. Like,
time and place for this shit.
That is my thing. You ain't gotta dance and twerk and shake your ass on camera everywhere you go. Like I said, I may get criticized for it, but that's just my opinion on it.
You don't even get criticized by certain people.
Right, and it's like to me, it's getting old. It's getting. I don't mind looking at ass, but I don't want to see you. I don't want you twerking over my omelet. That's all. I just want to eat my omelet, enjoy my chicken and waffles and fish and grits and chill. You know what I mean? If I want that kind of atmosphere, I'm gonna go to that kind of atmosphere. And that ain't what he wanted.
Clearly, that ain't that type of
right,
thing.
And he didn't have to curse, but maybe he was just frustrated, and he ain't have to curse. He could have delivered it.
That's just like people like, he tried it the nice way.
Right.
But and he tried it more than once the nice way.
Right.
Yeah.
The same niggas don't understand until you go left.
Yeah. People want to respect balance,
I say he was 100% right. Besides the
What
using.
the fuck happened to the order?
My bad.
Jesus.
Go ahead, Sticks, go ahead.
This because I'm light skinned. This fucking
She's light skinned.
colorism. Ain't that what Mulatto said? Colorism? That's what this is. She ain't like you.
I like Mulatto too.
I can't get into it because I watched that
Yo,
rap game show.
I ain't worried about the rap game show. I'm talking about her like.
I can't get into it. She low key on that. Alright, she is right. I don't think you.
What?
This is the
You got a
irony.
fucking nerve. The irony, dog.
I want to say my point.
I know you ain't talking,
Before
dog.
I forget. And I gotta flirt.
I don't personally think he was wrong at all. Like I think again his delivery was unprofessional, but his reasoning was absolutely right. He wanted an upscale restaurant. They wouldn't go shake their ass at Steak 48. They wouldn't do that at all. They would go in there and be on their best behavior. Why? Because that's not owned by that type of people, so they got to be on their best behavior. Why can't we have that same energy in our establishments? This is not that type of atmosphere. He, like you said, he want to play that music for our culture because that's what we listen to. So yeah, that music's playing in the background, but it's still an upscale restaurant. I want you to sit down, enjoy your food, and then go. Right. So again, I've been waiting to discuss this because I don't think he was wrong at all.
Right.
At all. Again, his delivery was unprofessional. But I get it when you get to a point like he came to him 10 minutes. He showed the camp because when they came out, they only showed the main video.
Right.
He showed his security camera of him going over there talking to them.
And you can see him like clenching his hand, like please, like you know what I mean, coming up to him, talking to him, asking him to please stop dancing. So I get why
the liability thing. He all on the furniture, you on the glass. So if you get fucked up, the first thing you want to do is sue me.
Right.
So I
make an Instagram post about how this and that.
But imagine like y'all say, y'all don't want nobody shaking their ass over your grits. Imagine somebody, grandma in there enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying the environment. Like, oh, I would recommend this to people. I would come here again, and then she look over and little Takesha over there shaking her ass. And, that'd be the thing.
I know Takesha too. I do
know somebody. Takesha, T-A-Keisha.
I know Takesha.
You know what you know?
I know
Little Takesha?
I know Takesha.
You know one too?
Little Takesha.
I don't know any Keishas under 30, but so at all. I don't know any Keishas under 30.
I mean, we all got the same opinion, but I was just only gonna say, when you listen to the video, he specifically say 70% of my business is black female. So that means he want the 30% of black men in the restaurant to have respect for y'all. So how can he ask for respect out of them when y'all not respecting yourselves? Right. Now, I don't know if that's a kid-friendly establishment, so him using profanity might have crossed like whatever. But if it was all grown-ups, then him saying whatever he said shouldn't have mattered because you was just shaking your ass to whatever the fucking words of the song was playing. But we gotta get into the fact that we just do whatever we want because we go to black establishments. Like girls will go to a black restaurant with a scarf on. You ain't going, like you said, you ain't going to Steak 48 with no scarf on. Mm-hmm. You respecting all dress codes. Even when black people had parties, it's like, I mean, this say you got dress code, but we gonna get in how we gonna get in.
Dress code all black.
We go grease the bell serve. Like we gonna do all this. Like we just don't want to follow rules, and it's just a way that we think we can get by because it's our business, and that shit gotta end. Like,
you gotta treat my black owned business like you would treat.
But
we rebellious for the wrong shit.
It come back to like even when we were talking about before on previous episode, the type of customer service we expect from our own people. You gotta be a good customer as well. Like you can't come in there disrespecting people's business and disrespecting people's rules and regulations.
I'm gonna let you finish, but hey, Lynn, go ahead and answer the question.
I was listening to the problem, but I mean,
Kanye, I seen Kanye do that. So I want to say,
you got a good point, bud.
You got a good point.
No, we all probably agree with the same thing though. But I mean, I was reading like some people that was already in the establishment. They was like, let's leave in 3 hours. He's serving these big ass drinks with Douce, like we drunk as shit. We still ain't get our food. But I'm like, y'all ain't had to get on the furniture though. Like at some point you gotta chill out.
See, that's
have you ever been to a packed establishment where you take long?
You go to the bar.
The thing is, when you go out to eat, what you have to understand was, being a person that was in the kitchen, sometimes they understaff in the kitchen, and if you're waiting that long of a period of time, it could be a lot going on to it. It could be the temperature of the food that you ordered. If you ordered steak well done and you order fish, your fish you gotta wait for the steak to be done. You know what I mean? Because it's the same table, so a lot plays into that. Now he could be understaffed in the kitchen. That could be an issue where it's not coming out as fast and effectively as it should be, which is understandable, but. Well, with COVID, there's so many rules going on. I don't think our restaurants are
operate.
Exactly, they're not.
Yeah, they have reduced menus, and then also
and you can't have as many people in the kitchen as you would like. You know what I mean? So now you got cooks. You may not have an expo who's in charge of calling the orders out as they come in. Now you just got the cooks doing it. It's a lot that plays into that, man.
Yeah,
We got that side
popping
of the real estate and the
establishment.
kitchen.
Right.
The office brings everything to you.
Anytime
We
you
got
ever
everything.
go to a popular establishment, what do you expect? Oh wait.
Absolutely.
And if the line too long, what do? You go somewhere else.
Right.
Like it ain't nothing different.
Right.
I don't think it's nothing different at all.
What?
Only place I've been that the line was around the block and you got your food 5 minutes from getting in there was
McDonald's.
Houston, Breakfast Club. Your food, like by the time you ordered it, they was giving it to you.
Yeah.
But the line literally was around the block and you waited. But their turnover rate, you got your food so fast, you ate it, you was out the door. The next table was sitting there before you could even get out the door.
And then you know what was really dumb when I read under the comments earlier, everybody was talking about the music. STK had the best DJs playing the best fucking music, regardless of the daytime. Everybody sitting their ass at the table. Nobody ever got up since I've been there.
Drinking and everything.
Right.
That's what I said. That is very childish to blame. Oh, somebody said, oh, he shouldn't have played Megan Thee Stallion. What?
Why not?
Why not? If you go to a restaurant, you want to sit and chill, you want to hear good music. That's good music. That's our culture.
So if I play Megan Thee Stallion at a funeral, y'all gonna start twerking?
Right, maybe you play Cash Money, back that ass up.
Oh, they gonna start twerking on the casket, right?
Yes. They gonna twerk like
Might
a
be like a
gas
song,
the
right?
ground.
The person's song.
Yeah.
You go to sneakers,
That
man,
might
they
be the
playing all the
last
time.
definition. Like,
Listen,
yo,
that's- you guys
twerk
see-
on the camera.
Feet go crazy when Bow Wow come on. He start twerking. He can't help himself. Yo, Bow Wow. You just don't know. That John, what? You doing a handstand?
Harlem shaking that.
You sound like you like it like I did.
I don't. Bow Wow music trash, dog.
Who can beat him in the verses?
Who could be?
Everybody.
Name one person.
Soulja Boy.
Now you playing.
$3
Now you can play.
can beat up in the verse.
Smoking.
Don't say NH on here, man.
You gonna
Don't
get.
say
You
NH on
gonna
here.
get. They got PTSD from that.
How many days away?
See, look.
He had a flashback and forgot where he was at.
No, don't go. No.
So, question, fellas. Should your significant other be allowed to open your mail if y'all live together?
No.
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 I ain't
I ain't opening your shit.
You paying the bill? That's it? Like, if you're not paying the bill, mind your fucking business.
Not even your bills, but just your mail
Just-
here.
no. That, first of all, I can get you booked for that shit. I ain't no snitch, though. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no snitch. But if I needed to, I could have got you booked.
But you let your mom open
No,
your
no,
mail.
My mom never opened my
no,
mouth.
listen up. I gotta listen.
My
My
mom
mom is
opened my mail.
crazy. My mom had opened my mail, and my stepdad always tells, "Stop touching that boy shit." Like, stop it. When he did, send it to his own house.
That's the line, right?
Yeah, that's my mom's line.
They come to my house, it's mine.
It's mine. Look, my mom. I had a check coming in the mail. I think you got a check. I said, how you know it's a check?
Oh, I
held it up to the
opened
light.
it.
No, I held it up to the light.
Oh, no, my mom was like, I opened it. You want to come get it?
Yeah, yes, I do want to come get my check. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
my wife, nah, but my mom, she get a pass. I mean,
Yeah, my mom definitely.
I ain't opening the bill anyway, so you
I
can
never-
open it and whatever you want to do. You can hurt your own family bank account.
I ain't open the bill.
Nah, you ain't opening shit. I don't open yours, you don't open mine. It's that simple. But the thing about it, after a while, like, I just stopped getting mail. Like, most of the bills and shit, you can get fucking paperless. You know what I mean? So, bank statements and shit, that's paperless too. Like, the only thing I'm getting at the mail at the crib is fucking maybe shit from work.
Yeah,
That's it.
a lot of shit come definitely paperless.
Paperless. I sign up for paperless anyway, because I'll lose a bill. Like I get an electric bill, I'll misplace it and then forget I gotta pay it. Then they
You know what's so crazy? I just got an Alexa, and can you set reminders on it? And I reminded it to remind me to pay. I told her to remind me to pay my bills on a certain day.
I'm
every
scared of
month.
them, dog.
I
They
don't
said
care.
they really be
Listen.
like you be doing too much. You want them to know about your turtle business?
What? You would have told me about my time.
Oh shit! Damn.
See?
Delete that part. Edit that part out.
You done said multiple times. You know somebody really asked me that I sell turkey. Because of your bitch. Somebody really asked me, yo, can you get my nephew a turkey for his
You get a
birthday?
radio slider, dog. You want some exotic shit? Give my nephew, give my nephew a leatherback turtle. Shiz will like that one. I'm drunk, man. Let's get back to the
Before we go to the next question, we got some crazy questions. All right. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. We got some crazy questions for you. All right.
Go ahead. I'm
Rated R, PG-13. How we gotta keep the questions? Let us know.
oh, it's for me?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, we go rated R.
Rated R.
Shit.
Why you get so fucking excited?
Ding, 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 ding. Fuck you.
We gonna go light and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Big t-shirt or lingerie set?
Lingerie set.
Nah,
Big t-shirt.
big t-shirt, big t-shirt.
You gonna get some
No,
nasty
but listen,
shit.
I like lingerie. I love lingerie, set, but big t-shirt pussy be true.
Plus, lingerie sets, they take too much unsnapping and
But I do like lingerie.
unsnatching
though. I can
velcro.
agree with you on that. I can agree to disagree a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
I think I might only have lingerie sex. I don't.
I like unsnapping and Velcro. Who fucking lingerie got Velcro?
See, he had the whole set. Hey, that was.
Well,
Him.
He unexperienced. Yeah, he unexperienced. the guys that come in his world make us wear leather shorts.
Alright, man. Have you ever cried after sex?
Yes.
Why?
Don't shame.
No, I want to know like what got there. Like
Nah, like it was
it was that passionate.
It was an eventful situation.
Okay.
It was an eventful
All right.
situation.
Okay.
It's the strangest porn category that you watch.
I can't answer that question.
I ain't say that though. I didn't even say anything.
We gonna keep going.
We go back. We
Hey,
touch back.
let's go back first. Pause. I can't. It's really no like. I go to the same spot. Like Ebony. That's it. Like
You ain't had nothing like little midgets.
no animals.
BBW.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like God's
That's a bad one, BBW.
I love BBW.
I think that was a bad one.
I know BB.
There's no such thing as bad porn. 'Cause everybody likes whatever they like. That's why it's
So I said
generated.
strange is like what's something strange.
Yeah, so I don't really have a
No,
strange.
but I
People
don't
look
know.
for like TV
you
hanging porn.
I might start it.
Niggas hanging for the TV sugar and shit. That's what shit
Vegas
feels.
man porn.
Right. Oh, you need your drink? You need your drain fixed?
This is second sexual orientation to anything TV. He banned from the next episode. He's bringing up
Man,
porn.
shit. Shut your bitch ass up.
Would you let a girl snowball you?
Oh.
See, I don't know what snowball
Just
means.
say no, bro.
Just say no. Please say no.
Just say no. Just say no.
No.
You care to elaborate what a snowball is for people that's out there that don't know?
I don't want
The young kids might be talking about it, so maybe please let me know. Now I
He want to know.
Answer the question,
Explain it
no.
to
He want to know. That's your question. He want to know. Don't put that shit on me.
Yeah, man. Do it on your own time. Do it on your
You
own
probably
time.
can't even ask Sherry. That shit's too explicit.
I don't know.
That shit is Google for
Have you ever farted during sex and try to ignore it?
plenty
Yes.
of time.
Yes.
Have you ever had sex on an air mattress?
Yes. College.
I'm about to say, but that one of your tenants.
My tenants just got the mattress, no box spring, no nothing.
On the floor?
With the Balenciagas in the box.
Of course they got the Balenciagas.
Have you
Drip
ever
over
smashed a
everything.
chick and forgot her name?
Say it again.
You ever smashed a chick and forgot her name?
I didn't know the name.
Okay.
Yeah, it just.
Okay.
But that was like, long time ago. Long time.
We everything we already know before the
Right,
situation.
Who you trust more? Your lady or your barber?
Look at his face. Don't get in trouble.
Wow.
I'm gonna say my wife.
You gotta say that. You gotta say you gotta say that. We're gonna ask you after this.
Go ahead, bro. You go.
What? I ain't had no question.
Oh, you ain't had no-
I mean, I can ask them the ones I put on the ground the other day.
Oh, shit.
One more second. Hold on, one more second. Be right with y'all.
Oh, you showing
Now you see the snowball in there. Look at his face.
That's what I said to say no.
Yeah.
Niggas threw the phone at me. He want to know what that shit mean. Like, nah, I got this vision in my mind.
You don't want to know the snowball. That shit's disgusting.
So you said it's no dad, like strange porn.
No, I said there's no such thing as strange porn because the category
It's
is
your
invented by
preference.
somebody that don't find it strange.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your strangest?
I don't have a strange one.
You don't look for something like I don't know somebody else.
Stick me, bro. I'm regular.
But you're gonna be a meme soon.
I only got 4 questions.
Go ahead.
Have you ever started an argument because Christmas was coming up?
No, I wasn't. That ain't work.
I'm not even gonna ask you this one question because you gotta live. gonna be. I don't want to put you in the fire. Actually, fuck it. Go ahead. Who do you love more, your abortion baby mom or your baby mom? You already know the answer. He got to answer the question. He gonna answer it the right way. So, I'm still gonna ask it though. I wouldn't be me for my listeners out there.
My real children of my mother. My real children of my mother.
The mother and your children. Good answer. Have you ever just went to a crib and just ate the box and left?
So I did play myself.
It's not playing yourself. How many times has a chick came over and just sucked you off a roll? It's not playing yourself. It's returning the favor.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I know I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna get it.
It wasn't.
So you go try to put it in.
You ain't leaving here driving there to go do it.
Have you ever dated a woman that made substantially more than you?
Yes. Yeah.
How was it?
She was a pain in the ass.
You usually are. I don't get hate comments for this, but
She was a pain in the ass.
You know what's so crazy though? I think we talked about this though, but a lot of women who are established and have money don't know how to deal with men with their own money.
absolutely.
We talk, but we
So
talk.
say that again.
A lot of women who are established already and have like their own crib and make good enough money to take care of their own selves. They don't know how to treat guys or
So you talk about a guy that's equally balanced.
equally balanced.
Okay.
Equally balanced to them. Not less of them because they know how to treat guys less of them. They can talk to them like shit.
Exactly.
They feel as though the man need them.
But they treat everybody like that. One-stop shop. Right.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then the man who don't need him is like, you can give me your attitude, I can go home.
Right.
I can go home, I could
Call something else up. Right.
Yeah, even if that was the case, you know what I mean? But it's like they don't know how. I'm not gonna say all, cause that's like I'm not
Put it
stereotyping.
in the box, right?
In the box. But I'm saying most of them I've dealt with. That's what I'm saying. I'm also existing like women I've dealt with like that.
No. So we talk about. So I do a Instagram live every Thursday, and we talk about real estate.
You want to give your Instagram?
So A-Lee Real Estate,
Okay.
every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, we talk about real estate, but we also talk about how to apply just life and how to maneuver. So this Thursday, we got the Ivy investor coming on. She's talking about wills, trust, and life insurance. Like we was talking about that earlier. But I talked to like just women in the industry that are successful, that are, beautiful. And it's like, not why you don't have a man, but like, what do you find as a struggle? And they're like, men don't, they don't step up to the plate, or they take our position in life and they're intimidated. And I'm like, and I always like combat it, like it's not that guys are intimidated, but it's more so like, again, you can be a woman of power, but you also remember like you're a lady first. So that don't mean you gotta be submissive and you gotta like do everything I say, but at the same token, you don't always gotta play tough, or you don't always gotta act like you're so independent.
Right,
that
and
it's
that's
not
what happens with a lot of
weakness.
independent women. They're so independent, it becomes like
A handicap.
Yes.
Like I understand you got your own money. Just shut the fuck up real quick. Like,
No, and they feel as though I got my own money. I ain't gotta shut the fuck
Listen,
up.
man, I done dated some like extremely successful women. Like that shit is a dream. Like everybody's hating. Like this one chick I dated, she was like aesthetically amazing. But like when we were out, it was insane. Everybody was hating. Oh, they mad. I got money. They mad. I'm successful.
Like how did they know?
They
How
don't
did
even
they
know.
know
They don't know.
Right.
Bitches with cheap shoes looking at me like, relax. Like, first of all, I got Vans on. Calm the fuck down. Let's not that deep. Like nobody, like what relevance is that? And that's like me saying niggas hating on me for what I'm broke, so other broke motherfuckers hate on other broke motherfuckers all the time. So I actually got haters. I really got haters. Shit crazy, bro.
Nah, but that goes to that mindset again. Like she's like mentally, some women are still surviving, even though you're making it. Like mentally, you're still surviving. Like you're not even happy with your success.
Right.
But at the same token, I also throw that back on us men as far as like somehow, some way, we gotta figure out. Like my homie told me, like, yo, if you make a woman comfortable or trust you, like you can break a lot of them barriers.
That's true. That is 100% true.
100%.
But it's like I think a lot of men, they look at it like, I ain't gotta deal with this shit. It's multiple women out here who may be, it's 1,000 yous.
Right.
But and only one, you know what I mean? Like, so the
Oh no,
ratio of women, men and women
up.
is different. You know what I mean?
But even more importantly, like, we're not looking for a woman that's successful so we can live off of her. Like, that's not the
But
goal
see,
at all.
I'm saying that coming from
A guy who has his own. You say
or even just a dude that got principles and scruples.
Right.
But like, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying
No.
I know a lot of
I know a lot of niggas.
That's right, but
niggas is they went from their mom's crib to a chick, and
right.
you know they one argument away from
Being homeless.
Right.
Well, back in their mom crib. What?
Fuck with feet.
My mom lived with me though.
I learned at the front
I
room.
told you to rock out to this other.
to this COVID go away.
Since we talk about people like a lot of stuff like going on, if you dating somebody, how soon should they have to tell you they got like mental health issues?
Right the fuck in the front.
Yeah, like immediately, but they'll try to hide it. It'll just come out eventually. And
So
then
if you just get a girl, whatever, you know what I'm saying, y'all talking, you want her to come out like this.
No, let me smash
like off the
first.
jump.
Let me smash first.
I would like to know before I experience it.
Let me tell you something. Though.
That's
Or
it.
get
A lot
you
of
in your
people,
feelings.
a lot of people with mental health issues don't like to discuss their mental health issues because people judge them on
They feel embarrassed.
Right,
A
just
lot,
like you said.
a lot of people don't because remember when we had an episode when I said I went to go see it, a psychiatrist. I talked to a therapist. A lot of people don't like to say that.
But
You know what I mean? A lot of people won't come out and say like what they dealt with depression.
So
Again.
I'll tell I go to a therapist, like that's part of my success. So the gym, therapy, and just like, and then business. So it's like you can't run this race and not decompress.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, outside of even that, they have other bipolar.
Mhm.
A lot of people are bipolar. A lot of women go through
Postpartum.
Postpartum.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't like to talk about those things because they feel as though they're not comfortable enough themselves to talk about it. Not just women, but
Just
men as well.
But
So if we're talking about dating, that's things that should be established. Like these are there's certain things that we should
like,
talk
yo,
about.
I got 50 bodies, and yo, I had an STD.
You wanna
Or
know about that?
if you currently have one, these are things. You see what I'm saying?
No,
That's
if
something
you
that
currently had one, but do you want to know if somebody had an STD before?
I mean, they fuckers
it
in
was
Philly. They
curable
probably
shit.
had one already. Feek had several. He might still have a few lingering. I'm gonna bother Feek all fucking episode.
That's why you don't let people read your mail.
Listen, I went back and listened to the last show. He was on my ass on that joint.
Pause.
Unpause. You know who you are.
Can y'all be serious?
I'm chilling
Here's
though.
the question.
But anyway, what was the question? I forgot because Feek said something.
How soon should somebody that you date and let you know that
I
they
feel
have
like
mental
if I had an issue and I felt this getting serious, I would say something.
But that's after some time, you say.
Right, I'm being serious. Like I would, if we getting serious, you should know.
Right.
I don't want you to find. For one, I don't want anybody to find out anything later in date where I could have prevented it and told you yourself, so you're not stuck with the shock face. Like if I have what's the Tourette's. And I don't tell you, I'm mild mannered, and then we had a wedding. I was, shit, dick, pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would want you to know. I don't want you.
Gonna be a wedding.
I didn't say the
You ain't
first
said
date.
that, but
So the
I said down the line.
Okay. Wasn't that on the
Shallow Hal?
The Gigolo? It was a Gigolo, right?
No,
It was Deuce?
It was episode on one of the seasons of Sex of the City. She was fucking a guy, and he was fucking.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
He kept
about,
saying, "Fucking whore shit." she was looking at him. She wasn't used to it, and then like they had a talk, and she was like, you just blurt out things. He was like, "Do I? I didn't know that." So like another time they had sex, she was like, "Are you going to come?" He was like, "I'm trying." She was like, "Just let it out." He was like, "Fucking whore shit."
Nah, but like, yeah, to each his own, man. Like, I have mentally ill family members. Like, I would prefer them. I would tell them to do the same thing. Like, get out in front of it. I would tell you get out in front of damn near anything in life. Like, if you got the opportunity to get out in front of it, get out in front of it.
Nah, crazy thing is, like if you grow up in Philly, like you got some type of mental something. We all done been through something.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that's like,
the
so
thing
like
is,
some
a
type
lot
of trauma.
people, most people don't even realize they dealing with mental health issues. So that's the thing. If you're dealing with somebody that technically knows what they got going on, then I feel like they should let you know, especially when things start getting more serious. Like Stick said, you don't want to get too far down the line, and then you got to find something out yourself, or a situation come up, and then they going through something mentally or having a breakdown, and you're not even aware of the situation. So I feel like first thing is awareness, like to even make sure that they know what's going on. But I feel like once things start getting serious, that's when we having these conversations about taking things to the next level or something. Or I mean, as soon as possible. But when they feel comfortable, I'm sure they're not gonna want to date and tell every person immediately when they begin dating them, because you don't know how far shit gonna go. But if they feel like they taking you serious, then I feel like that's when they should have that conversation.
So
back.
imagine like you have a manic depressant. That's who you're dating. You're dating somebody that goes through depression from time to time. How can I effectively help you if I have no knowledge of the issue? Right. You see what I'm saying? Like I could just think like, oh, you're just having a bad day,
yeah, right.
And you could really be to the point you might want to hurt yourself. Right. I need to know so I can help you. You know what I mean? Like help me help you. Right. You feel, that's all I'm saying.
You bitch ass nigga, but that was a real good display of words just now.
Thanks, bro. How soon do you? How soon you think they should let you know?
No, again, if we gonna take it there, but I'm saying I want to smash first, because this way I know if it's worth me to stay in it. I'm just gonna keep it.
Perfect answer.
I respect the answer 100%.
Because now it's like if the yams is bad and like you got this stuff going on,
I don't even want
But
to deal with it.
sometimes that shit can go against you though. Like you smash something and knock that shit down, and then come to find out the mental health shit start coming out. It's like whoa.
But now I got a reason
wish I
to
could
stay.
backtrack.
I got a reason to stay.
No, what
It
if
makes sense.
What if the sex is bad, but she throw it the fuck off?
But
that
that's
shit
what I'm
crazy.
saying. Now I'm
even
definitely
if the
exiting.
shit good and they batshit crazy, I don't know.
But
So
those be the ones.
Hey,
though.
Do you agree that most women with good vagina comes with problems?
Shiz already know. Shiz got his own bullshit.
Some shit come with it, man. Some shit come with it.
I don't think I've ever really experienced I think I've experienced one crazy woman, but it wasn't even crazy to the extent that I hear of.
Listen.
Like she was crazy, like she would just call my phone 78 times.
It don't even
and
take
shit
multiple
like that.
women
Like,
to show you shit. It could be one or two that's gonna show you how
I
crazy
know.
shit can
Listen.
get.
I know.
Listen.
Yeah, I had a chick sit in the middle of my street in front of my mom's house till I came outside.
Sit in the middle, like
In
Indian
the middle
style,
of the,
like
yeah, like cross her, like
Joe
my
Button in the
Oh
pool.
shit!
my brother's like, yo, like you know, she says she ain't leaving, like she gonna sit here.
I
like,
picture her just sitting there in the rain,
like on the strike and
pouring
shit, like,
down. She just waiting.
I had
Puerto Rican chick. I never messed with another Puerto Rican chick.
I had a female. Listen,
You had an experience.
that was like a year-long experience.
That shit was nuts.
Slash
Yeah,
your tires.
My tires, the girl I was dealing with tires. I still to this day, I don't think it was only her.
She had
Still
side
to this day
dickitis.
though, no, she wasn't.
She had an army.
It wasn't. I don't even think it was only her. I think it was the girl I was dealing with too.
What?
Ex was doing it too, like helping them with the, like they
both
do,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
was doing it.
Like, oh, it's your day.
Yeah, like it's about that. Yeah,
They teamed up.
yeah, they teamed up. Yeah, I still.
There was no
still
way
to this
she
day.
could do that much damage by herself.
No,
They
you
was
can't be
taking
at like 30 places at one time.
They was taking swing shifts.
Yeah, they was.
She was on some Santa shit.
Yeah, real shit. Like that shit was. That was.
That'll cause you to see a therapist.
That not even that though. I think it caused me and the girl I was dealing with at the time, who it was happening to as well, to like be apart. And we was like cool. Like outside of all the BS of that happening,
Everything was cool.
everything was cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like I really loved that girl. You know what I mean? She loved me, and it was like, but I don't know if this your drama or mine. I was like, yeah, I don't know if this yours or mine. You know what I mean? But shit, the sex was amazing.
Should've just flipped
This
the
drama
coin.
about to come right back around because homeboy and homegirl gonna listen to
They don't know
this.
where I live at. I moved.
Good shit. Good point. They don't know what you drive no
They
more.
don't know what I drive.
He got a R350. Just to put it out there, a burgundy R350. All right?
with a turtle and with gas split.
A bobblehead turtle.
But y'all ain't hear that from us though.
Yeah, y'all, we ain't tell y'all that.
Oh
Over
man.
there coughing.
Oh man, no.
Tip of the
I know you ain't talking. You walking Rona, nigga.
Definitely walking room.
All right, let's get the letter out the way so we can go and get about here. All right, so it says, as a big brother, how can I stop my sister from dating some fuckboy? She knows that nigga is a hoe.
Anyway, go ahead. My fault.
I knew
It's
it.
out. Yeah,
I knew it.
Y'all gotta watch the video to really see what's going on.
I knew it.
Nigga look lost though.
Can my man finish his letter? Please finish your letter.
I'm gonna start over, y'all.
My fault, man.
No, start
You
with
feel
your
left out. My apologies.
Stop,
I'm
yo.
gonna tell you
We'll explain off air.
I'm explaining to you.
All right. As a big brother, how can I stop my sister from dating some
And this your
fuckboy?
bro. This is a question. All right.
She knows that nigga's a hoe, but she likes the clout that comes with him. He's the type to make her a single mom. It's either I kill Bull or I let him make my sister become another one of his BMs. What should I do? So let's start with our guest, man. We always gonna start with you.
Kill feet.
What should this brother do?
I mean, honestly, I don't even have no answer for that one. It's a lot going on. It sound like he can't save his sister. She already in the streets.
Now you can say to your sister.
I mean, yeah, most you can do is tell somebody, give somebody advice. You can't make nobody do shit. Ain't nothing you can do to stop them from doing something. No matter what, she gon' do what she want to do. I mean, it's your sister, so you care about her. But we just talked about it last episode. It's crazy getting involved in somebody's situation all the time. You keep putting me in situations, and you couldn't keep running back to it. So it's honestly, sometimes you just gotta learn on your own.
Do you kill him or do you let your sister? That's the only options.
I mean, it's the two options he thinking
Shit,
of.
I ain't gonna smoke, boy.
I ain't.
I ain't gonna smoke him for that. But
She gonna be mad at you if you smoke.
exactly, and she gonna hate me forever. And then he leave her, and she's still gonna love him.
Two lives lost.
Right, it's just
Your sister grown, so let her do what the fuck she wants.
SOL situation.
I think only thing you can do is talk to your sister, straight up. Just be straightforward with her, whatever the case may be. And then in life, all the time, you have to let people make their own choices in life and deal with the outcome. But you did your part. You spoke to her. You set her down. You had a real conversation with her. You let her know what it was, and then she can go from there. Because one thing you ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna be able to tell somebody about their situation, and let you know what I mean. Like you ain't gonna be able to persuade them to stop
change their mind.
or change their mind, basically. You know what I mean? Unless they want to. So as the big brother, that's all you can do is talk to them.
Some people, you gotta learn by getting your own bumps and bruises. You can't tell me how to prevent and get away from every situation. Like,
Right. As much as you would
shit
like
I
people
gotta,
to,
some shit, some people gotta go through the shit themselves to learn from it.
yeah,
So,
but a lot of times, as much as you want people to learn from your own mistakes,
Right.
they don't all the time because
Right.
that's just like not how life works. You know what I mean? So that's all you can do is talk to them. What would you do?
I'm just gonna hate. I'm gonna do a whole lot of hating on him, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to start showing him page. Like, look, man, he got this many bitches. Like, look at all these bitches.
Damn,
That's
man.
why your sister out there fighting and shit. Like,
Right. And then
Hey,
she
man.
gonna go tell him, my brother hating on you. Then
Hey, man.
and he gonna get you smoked.
Hey man, if I gotta go, then I ain't gotta worry about her being a single mom. I'm going already.
No, your
Now he's
lady
gonna
a
get a young
single
woman after
mom.
me.
No, your lady the single mom.
Hey man, it is what it is.
life insurance.
What about you? What you doing?
I agree with everybody else, man. It's like you could tell somebody what to do, but you can't control what their options or what their reactions or choices are going to be. You can still give them your 2 cents and then let life teach them or make them get to the point where they want to go somewhere else.
Tell her I'm gonna tell mom. It's about,
You gotta tell
work.
grandma.
yeah, there you go.
All right, so let's wrap up. So every week we leave with a tip. So you try to give our listeners a tip for the week.
All right, I got a tip. I just told somebody this the other day. Like, yo, it's going into the new year. Cut out some expenses that you really don't need, like that you could live without. Use that money to save up, buy a house. Like tax time is right around the corner. So if you could save an extra $200-300 every month, when your taxes come, you got enough money for a down payment. I mean, so it's like, yo, cut the fat right now with the expenses and the eating out and all the extra stuff, and go ahead and make that move. Especially when Biden getting office, he's supposed to be giving $10,000 for first-time home buyers, so it ain't no excuse if that comes true. Everybody getting a house.
Real estate for everybody.
Who be his student loans up?
Yeah,
he said something about that too.
50,000 towards. Put 50,000. Forgive you for $50 a year. $50,000.
It's probably gonna be a catch to that, John.
Yeah.
You gotta get
Going up with all the hey man,
Like, there's gonna be a catch to all this shit, but that's the thing about politics, right?
Right.
I draw simple. Either learn the lesson or keep making a mistake.
Okay, that's cute.
Bars.
That nigga spitting.
Mine is drum roll. Don't call me handsome. if you ain't gonna hand some of that ass to me.
Drops mic.
Oh shit! We got sound effects!
I got you, bro. You know I got you, bro. Give me some that, bro. Give me some that, dog. Give me some that. You mad?
That is shit, dog.
My post of the day is. My tip of the day. I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Man, just do this shit for the tip, nigga.
Oh, man. Fuck you, man. My tip is just have a good week and try not to have people like sticks in your life. You know what I'm
What the fuck is wrong with people like me? I've contributed to your life more than I've taken away.
saying? In which way?
Many of ways. I've saved you when you were drunk. I stopped you from getting your ass whooped a few times. I didn't let that guy take you in the airport.
You should have. He wanted to be a rich single husband.
Lost her.
Tell you off here. Mine is just don't overplay your part with anything in life, any situation.
You just keep adding on to the shit. Alright.
Closure is a scam. Accept what they did and move on. Because if they try to meet up with you, they gonna try to fuck you. So.
Raw.
That's my tip, man. Go ahead, give all your Instagram stuff, man. Let people know.
Anthony Lee, A. Lee Real Estate, licensed agent, investor, author. Hit the link in my bio for all your questions and concerns.
You said this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Every Thursday, right?
Every Thursday, 8 p.m. We got the
Eastern
investment.
time.
Yes, the investment blueprint is the name of it. IG Live, and we basically give you real estate tips and free game. We're not selling you nothing. Just come learn the information, and we help you get in position.
So if you're looking to be a first-time home buyer, make your first, investment or something, hit them up. Hit them up, man. You want to clock out?
We out?
Yeah, you should clock
You
out.
know some
Go ahead.
expression shit.
We out. We out.
Keep from the block.
This shit is, I'm clocking up.
This sticks. I'm clocking this out.
It's feet, I'm clocking out.
This Nas, I'm clocking up.
This Lynn, I'm clocking out.
It's A. Lee, I'm clocking out.
People gonna go crazy.